Most people think you need developers to build an AI system for your business. You don't. I built one in 3 days, no code, under $20 a month, and it cut 60 minutes of manual work down to 2. In less than 10 minutes, I'll show you the exact 4-step process, step by step. The client writes, I want to camp in the UK for my 13-year-old son. He loves football. Budget is £2,000 a week. Simple question, right? Here's what actually happens next. The manager opens Google Drive, 48 folders. Each one contains PDF brochures, 5 to 20 pages, different formats, different languages. They need to remember which camps even exist in the UK. Open each PDF manually. Find the pricing section, which is usually buried at the bottom in a different font. Check age restrictions. Figure out if they even offer football. Then write a personalized selection and send it back on WhatsApp. Time for one single client response, 30 to 60 minutes. Now multiply that by 5 to 10 requests a day across a team of 5 to 10 managers. That's 2 to 10 hours lost every single day, just on searching for information that already exists somewhere in those folders. I built a system that turned this 60-minute nightmare into a 2-minute conversation. One prompt and the AI returns a complete formatted selection with prices, dates, visa requirements, and a direct link to the website. Same quality every time. Every manager on the team gets the same result, whether they've been working here for 3 years or 3 days. And the best part? I built the entire thing in 3 days, using tools that are either free or cost less than $20 a month. No code, no developers. Let me show you exactly how. In this video, I'll walk you through the 4-step process I used. First, how I audited the existing data. Second, the one architectural decision that made everything work. Third, the pipeline I used to create 40 structured cards in 3 days. And fourth, how I wrote the AI instructions that actually make it useful. Let's start. Now, before I show you the solution, I need you to understand why this problem is so painful, because chances are you have a version of it in your own business. The obvious problem is time, but there were 4 hidden problems that were actually worse. First, expertise bias. Quality depended on who picked up the chat. One manager knew Switzerland, another knew the UK, nobody knew everything. Second, stale data. Prices change, nobody tracks it, clients get last year's numbers. Third, data leakage risk. Internal markups and commissions were sitting next to client-facing content. One wrong copy-paste and your margin is visible. Fourth, no standard format. Every manager wrote differently, no consistency, no baseline. If any of this sounds familiar, a team that relies on tribal knowledge, scattered documents, and manual lookup, then what I'm about to show you will save you a lot of time and headaches. Step 1, audit what you already have. This is the step most people skip, and it's the reason most AI projects fail. You cannot automate what you haven't inventoried. I found 48 folders with brochures from providers like Ardmore. I also found curated selections that our best managers had written by hand. This became my target output format, and a CSV with 195 rows of partnership terms, markups, commissions, sensitive data, and this is where I made the first critical decision. There are 2 layers of data here, public, which goes to clients, and internal, which must never be shown. Mixing them is not an option, so every piece of architecture from this point forward had to respect that boundary. Step 2, the card template. 1 markdown file per camp, 3 sections. At the top, a YAML front matter block. Age range, price, visa difficulty, special features, student ratio. This is the filter layer. It lets the AI narrow down 40 camps to 3 without reading every word of every card. In the middle, human-readable content. Description, program, prices, visa info, link. At the bottom, a section marked internal. Partnership terms, markups. Locked behind a keyword trigger in the AI instructions. Think of it like this. The YAML front matter is the index of a book. Without an index, you'd have to read every page to find what you need. The AI is no different. Give it structured metadata, and it goes from scanning to searching. That one decision made the entire system work. Step 3, the pipeline. 3 data sources in priority order. First, the curated selections our best managers wrote, the content foundation. Second, the original PDF brochures to fill in exact prices and dates. Third, the partnership CSV became the internal block. One rule, always verify numbers manually. Prices and dates are where AI makes the most mistakes. Everything else, trust the model. Numbers, check yourself. 40 cards in 3 days. And once the cards exist, they're reusable forever. Update a price, swap a date, takes 2 minutes, versus rereading an entire brochure from scratch. Step 4, the AI instructions. Not a generic prompt. A filtering algorithm with a strict priority chain. Age first, then language, then budget, then visa difficulty, then interests. 2 output formats built in from the start: full, detailed for email, short, 2 to 3 sentences for WhatsApp. The manager says short version and the format switches. And 1 hard security rule: the internal block is never shown unless the manager asks with a specific keyword like show markup. Not tell me the price, not what's your commission, only the exact trigger phrase unlocks it. Here's the before and after. Old process, 47 minutes. Same request with the new system, 2 minutes and 17 seconds. 3 recommendations, fully formatted, with prices, dates, visa info, and a link. But it's not just speed. Every manager now gives the same quality response. A new hire on day 1 produces the same output as someone with 3 years of experience. The expertise bias is gone. Stale pricing is gone. Update 1 card, every future response reflects it. Partnership data is completely isolated. 40 cards, 8 countries, 1 system, 2 minutes per client. Now, you might be thinking, I don't run a camp selection business, but the pattern is universal. If your team spends time searching through documents to answer client questions, this same approach works. 5 principles that transfer to any business. 1. Audit before you automate. Know what data you have and in what format. 2. Separate public and sensitive data architecturally, not just with a please don't show this instruction. 3. Structured metadata beats unstructured text. Give the AI an index, not a novel. 4. Verify numbers manually. AI is great at language, unreliable with prices and dates. 5. Design 2 output formats from the start. You will need both. I've linked the card template in the description below. Adapt it for your own business. If this was useful, subscribe. I'm documenting every system I build. See you next time.